South Quarter, one of the city's most crowded residential districts in the center of town, near the river. It's not wall-to-wall nobility like Halldale, but there's money here, if you know where to look. South Quarter's where I live, so I guess this is home. As long as I behave myself, I can go anywhere and do as I please, and the residents won't give me any trouble. But the City Watch will. The entire force knows what I look like, and they'll attack me on sight. If I don't stay out of the way of their patrols, I might be looking at some jail time, or worse. First thing I need to do is see my fence, Heartless Perry. His shop is down in Black Alley. I'm bringing Perry the Bloodline Opal. I don't want to hang on to this stone any longer than I have to. Something about that job has left me with a bad feeling. It's not much, but it's home.
Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Thief Deadly Shadows. In the last episode, as Garrett has summed up, we stole the Bloodline Opal from the Rutherfords, taking it out from under their noses, and we were only seen a handful of times while we were doing so. When we come back to the hub, we will often be located here, and this is the hub, or at least a part of it. The hub is a series of different maps which comprise of the city. Here within, we will be able to find elemental arrows in certain places whenever we are back to the hub. They will respawn in locations that we found them earlier. Guards are on patrol, people are walking around, there are places we can break into. Sometimes they're off limits to us until a certain event has transpired. Some areas of the hub are off limits as well until some events have transpired. We'll have to find fences to sell our goods at, and there are shopkeepers that we can buy equipment at. I really like what they attempted to do with this part of the game, making it feel like you need to go to different places to purchase different types of equipment, and go to different types of fences to sell different types of goods. This is Garrett's home. And something that I enjoy doing is turning off all the lights before we leave. Garrett probably wouldn't let them be burning because it's a waste of money. We know Garrett really likes money. Looks like he does some light reading. Doesn't have bookshelves of books. Probably has bad memories of what it was like in the Keeper compound. It's a decent place. Reminds me a lot of my home. Feels about the same size, too. Only I have a bathroom, and Garrett does not. Noisemakers. Some items that you take will not respawn. The noisemakers will not in this case. We have 5 currently, and I think 5 might be the limit. I know there's different limits to different arrows in this game, as opposed to the first one, which I don't think had any upwards limit. The same with your miscellaneous equipment. You can't carry more than, I think it's 20 flash bombs. You can learn a lot by looking around someone's layout too. Garrett does not have guests. He has only one chair here, and it's not even by this table, which is where he would be eating dinner. He must get his dinner on the go. We saw some bread in his room. He's a very tidy individual, for the most part, given the size of his room. Stuff is stored in his closet. Looks like stuff that should be stored there. No secret levers this time around in his home, though. I think we'll leave all the thief supplies here. We can always come back if we decide we want more.
Oh, it's just you. At first I thought somebody had broken in or something. Well, good evening.
Our landlord's place. This is, I think, the most difficult of the locks to pick. Or second most difficult. It's a 6-stage lock. Let's go wander around the
How can I relax with taffas like that around?
but to call it the hotel, our apartments, as it were. It's supposed to be where the guard post is. Some books, nothing worth taking. And if we were to take something here, the guard would probably react, become suspicious, and would immediately be suspicious of us. So we need to be careful if we decide to make any noise around him that would tip him off that we are not just a dude living in a... Well, actually, I guess that's probably a suite compared to the other rooms here. Nice and quiet in this apartment, at least so far. We can't be heard making noise in here, or the guard will become suspicious. Journal of Z. Wicket, Tuesday. Finally got the rent money from Garrett, the tenant across the hall, just in time, too. But taff it all, these payments are draining me dry. Why is he blackmailing me? I'm not a rich man. I put the rent money in with the other coins I've managed to gather up and deposited them as the blasted lowlife instructed underneath the old sewer grate down in Black Alley. I can't take much more, making payments every single day like this. A hint that our landlord is being blackmailed, and that he's leaving the cash every day at this location.
Too bad Mr. Wicket has to pay money to his blackmailer. Too bad for his blackmailer that I know where the drop is.
We will take the drop maybe once. I feel really guilty taking money from the landlord, since he is indeed being blackmailed. We could break into the other residents' rooms, but I think we'll just let them sleep. I think part of the expression here is good. There's a little bit of language in it. I don't like shitting where you sleep, as it were. I think that's rude. And so that's going to be probably the only time we raid the landlord's office. And we won't be taking goods from others that we are staying in their apartments here, because we live here. This is the zone transition. In the last game we played, we would have seen these in various areas of the Rudford mansion to load in between different maps there. That was a 2-map locale, if I recall correctly. But the mods I'm running remove these and have extended those maps, making them one big map. They didn't do this for the city, though. I don't think they probably could have gotten away with it, so that would be a little too much work. Anyway, let's head out to the street.
Ah, the city. Obey the law, and there's no need to worry about the residents.
So then I said,
The city watch are the guys who want to lock me
so
up,
he
though.
says, they got the
Gotta
whole
keep my
place
eye
under
out for them.
Quarantine. I know. Same thing happened to me. I can read so I could see for myself. I asked why, but the city watch wouldn't give me the time of day.
What do you think? Some kind of plague?
That's what I thought. But then I was talking to Jesse down over the tavern, and he says it's some kind of ship come into the docks. Something wrong with it. The quarantine is so that, and this is Jesse who said it, so take it for what it's worth, that otherwise the undead would be everywhere.
Everywhere? I wonder if Natalie is okay. She lives over in the docks near the Bloody Ears Tavern.
I know, and Grace O'Malley too. Mind you, Jesse could be wrong.
Sure, he's been wrong before. That's right. Everything's probably all right.
Yeah, the City Watch is just being careful. Doing this quarantine thing is a precautionary type step.
Yeah.
I have to tell Garrett not to talk over other people talking, or no one can hear what he's saying or the people talking, and everyone is more miserable for it. A few things, guys, before we keep going. In the hub, in particular, I'll do quite a bit more talking than I would do during the missions. So I don't think this is going to be too immersion breaking from time to time, since, well, there's a lot of walking back and forth, and it gives me time to talk to you guys about the game. As I briefly mentioned, elemental arrows that you find out in the city, you will be able to find them here in between each mission, like 1 day or 2 days elapse in between each mission. South Quarter Fountain. Near this site, the first stone was believed to have been laid in the building of the city. There are things to find. There are secrets out here in the city. Secrets, when you find a secret, I don't think there's that sound effect that there used to be in Thief 2. But you still got to be careful about, well, in addition to that, you have to be careful about where you walk, because you're not allowed to be in certain places. You can't be inside someone's home, for example. The residents, while they don't care about you walking in the streets, they will care about you breaking and entering. Let's think here. Things that people react to that they didn't react to in the first 2 Thief games. We've covered some of it, but there is one other new thing that they'll react to, which I haven't mentioned before. Blood. If anyone sees blood, they will react to that. If anything is detected out of the ordinary...
Evening.
Good evening. The people will blame you for it, whatever it was. Even if you're not responsible. So if, for example, there is blood on the ground because there was a battle between the Hammerites and pagans, who will fight each other, by the way, they will assume you did it and run away from you when they see you. This can result in the entire district going on high alert, and everyone becoming suspicious of you when they see you in the streets. Healing potion and a flash bomb. Oh. Oh, look at that, everyone. There's a gem underneath that chandelier. Fire arrows. Fire arrows are good DPS in this game. I think drawing it out also makes you greatly visible, similar to how just having it out made you visible in the first Thief game, first two Thief games. I want the gem. I'm going to want to move some of the bottles. Mantle onto this table, we're going to make some sound.
Listen to a sermon, do a chore or two.
Doesn't sound like he's coming downstairs. It's good to know there's a fire arrow there as well. We'll be able to get one of them every day from that fireplace.
Hey, I think I'm seeing things.
Oh. I have increased the detection a little more now. I've increased the detection of everyone up to 2. Numbers don't mean anything to you guys, probably. You're able to set the AI perceptiveness to a value between 1 and 10 in the Sneefy Taffer upgrade. I had it at 1.5. The game files say that a sane value would be anywhere from 1 to 4. It's normally for the game set to 1, so the AI should be twice as perceptive as it normally is, but that might be a little too perceptive. But I did feel it was, well, maybe we should lower it to like 175. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to try to get the layout of these districts that we find ourselves in. We need to get to Black Alley so we can fence some goods. No passing. Quarantine area. By order of the City Watch. No inquiries, please. Violators will be prosecuted. The sign there is the City Watch's sign. It seems as if there's a drunk guard outside there too, judging from how he's moving. This is Pavlok Prison. It's an optional level that you can do, but you have to get caught to do it. In all my years of owning this game and the occasional playing of it, I have never been defeated on the city streets, so I have never actually done that mission. You can mug people on the streets by drawing your weapons close to them. This will cause them to drop anything that they might have been carrying at the time. I don't view Garrett...
Those are City Watch. You can tell by their insignia. They're the guys I have to look out for.
I tend not to use Garrett as a thug. The red hand indicates this is a thiefy area. We can find shops under fences down here somewhere.
This is Black Alley. The red handprint is the mark of illegal establishments.
This is the monetary drop. You'll note that we don't have any money at the moment. We have to bring everything we find, including coins, to a fence to trade them in.
Ah, sir. Welcome. Is this your first time visiting us? Take your time. Peruse. Enjoy. Shopping should never be a rushed experience. I'm Thomas, the proprietor here. We're here to help if you need anything.
Okay, so...
We hope you find everything you need. With this quarantine, we're cut off from our regular suppliers for a while.
Shops tend to sell the same things. The difference will be if...
Are we looking for anything special tonight, sir?
the type of elemental arrows that they sell. All shops sell broadheads, noisemakers, flashbangs, and health potions.
We hope you find everything you need. With this quarantine, we're cut off from our regular suppliers for a while.
Since we have no money, we can't buy anything at the moment. Again, that's a bit weird. You might be
I should
thinking...
have said, what'd you do that for? But no, I just let him walk all over me.
because we've taken coins, but we have to convert the coins into other coins in order to spend them.
Good times. Good times. Them were the days. I'll tell you that much.
Garrett, Taff. Didn't expect to see you. Haven't you heard? Lady Elizabeth from Rutherford Castle is after you. She was in here with some goons, asking a bunch of questions about that opal. They did a job on me. See the bruises? Had to give 'em a name. I guess before I knew that I'd given 'em yours. Which is the truth, ain't it? Anyway, I'd watch your back, eh, pal? About the opal, no way I can risk taking it now, but I know someone who can. A fence in Stone Market. Black Market Bertha. If I were you, I'd go to Stone Market to see her now, before those goons find you. Anyway, I can still give you cash for whatever other loot you stole from the castle. Business as usual, and no hard feelings, eh, Garrett? I mean, who's the one all beaten up?
All right, well, let's start getting some cash. So let's get rid of all of our candlesticks and silverware. We're probably not going to want to really hold on to this as we walk around in the city. So, copper plates.
Someone's been a busy thief, that's for sure. Just so you know, I don't take artwork. You know, paintings and stuff. But I know someone who does. A fence over near the docks. Dolly is her name. And all that arty junk's her game. Things are a little hot right now, but it'll probably blow over. I guess I'll take 'em.
I don't believe there's any difference.
In case you don't remember, I don't deal in that flowery frou-frou stuff. Nah, if you want to unload artwork, you should try the fence down in the docks. Her name's Dahlia. How's that for flowery? Yep, she'll take any of that artsy stuff off your hands.
There is no difference to the amount of cash to my recollection that you get selling at one place compared to another. It's just what types of stuff you can sell, and there's
Excuse me.
3 types of loot, like there was in the original Thief series. Gold, gems, and art. So we've been told that we can't sell the Bloodline Opal there, so we're going to need to bring it to Black Market Bertha. And she's in a different district. So let's see if we can make our way down to see her. We've explored all the streets in this direction, so let's pass by our place again. But not go inside, we shouldn't need to do that. You can't leave supplies, by the way, anywhere. You take it all with you.
Looks like Lady Elizabeth is here, with a couple of thugs.
Did you see that fence wince? I only had to hit him 3 times before he started spilling his guts. Couldn't wait to give us Garrett's name.
It was my knife at his throat that made him talk, you taffer.
Heartless Perry, huh? He wasn't so tough. I want to go back and rough him up some more.
Shut up, you fools. The whole town can hear you.
Beg pardon, Lady Elizabeth.
The money is ready. Don't dally. I haven't got all night.
Taff. We wasn't being that loud. And if she's a noble, then I must be quite a gent. I'll be glad when this job is over.
Let's go. Beating on Perry was fun, but it's the money that counts. And I don't want to give that witch time to change her mind. The money better be right. I'm bringing my knife, just in case.
Hold on, you Taffer. We can't go all at once. Who'd guard the gate? No, we gotta go up one at a time. That way the other 2 can keep a lookout for Garrett or anything suspicious. Make sure no one, and I do mean no one, gets through our barricade until the lady's opal is back in her hands. Else why would she pay, huh?
All right. Don't go all bossy on us. Jeez, I gotta relax. Maybe it's time for a beer.
Oh, boy.
So, when it comes to the city, I'm not going to have a blackjack limit here, but I will, no, you know what, no, we should play with the same rules. Same rules. Three blackjacks only. A gas arrow, and one so early.
Funny.
Well, I've made it past Lady Elizabeth and her thugs, and now here I am in Stone Market. This district's known for commerce and corruption, with plenty of both for everybody. Most people come here for the stores, but I tend to do my shopping after everything is locked up for the night. There's the clock tower, one of the tallest buildings in the city, a good landmark day or night. And finally, the Stone Market Plaza. More vendors, more people. No doubt the city watch will be keeping an eye out for pickpockets like me, though. Being a thief is never as easy as it sounds. Anyway, it's time for me to find this Bertha character and get rid of the opal once and for all. I hope Perry was right about her. Big Bertha's place is marked on my map with the red handprint.
Okay, so we are starting here, and we need to go this way. I'll be curious if there is a zone transition to separate these two areas of Stone Market. There used to be in the past. There probably still is, because although I think they were removed from the missions, but they might not have been moved from all the different hub locations. This is also kind of interesting. Given that Garrett has never seen Black Market Bertha before, and doesn't know how to reach her shop, I'm guessing then that he's obviously never been there before. Which I would find kind of odd, given the history Garrett has with the city, and how he's moved around from time to time.
Right.
He knows about, and I'm assuming has met, the various wardens, the thief guild leaders, at some point, who controlled various areas in the city. I've always gotten the impression that that the city is a lot bigger than what we're exploring. It just isn't done that way. Due to technical limitations, well, they would have made this larger, but it still gets the, I think, feeling correct. None of the wine there looks valuable. They can keep their bottles of brandy. I would like to see what's upstairs. There were some coins on the shelf over there. Oh, something I just realized. Tricky to get. There are no rope arrows in Deadly Shadows, are there?
Can't watch in every direction. Not every direction. Not all the time. And one day you're looking the wrong way. They can get you.
A bit prophetic there. Well, I would really like to get that wine. I don't know if we can reach it from the shadow here.
Stupid toe pinchers.
think this guy cares if we're here. The guard saw us briefly. There's more to explore here in Stone Market. But we'll come back this way, I think. And there is another zone transition. I'm gonna wait here till the guard turns around and begins walking in the other direction. I suppose I can talk a little bit about these zone transitions really quick, too. Once we zone to the next area.
If they try serving me any of that skunk beer again, I'm gonna tear this place apart. I work hard for this money. Why should I throw it away on bad beer?
You ready?
What, right now?
Yeah, you get the map, right? What else are we waiting for?
I don't know. A little time to prepare, I guess. You don't just waltz into a Hammerite cathedral and run around willy-nilly.
But that's the beauty of it. Element of surprise.
Idiot. It's supposed to be the Hammerites that are surprised, not us.
Well, I mean, everyone would be surprised. Isn't that even better?
No, you and I. We shouldn't be surprised at all. We should be prepared, have a plan, know what we're going after and where it is, how many hammers be around, that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah, I see your point. I guess. Are you sure you ain't just chicken? My last partner was chicken.
Look, we just got the map. Let's study it, come up with a plan. No one's chicken. We know there's gold in there, but we also know there's really big guys in there with giant hammers. This is what I like to call a finesse job.
Yeah, finesse. Sounds good. I vote we go in now. Surprise attack.
I vote we don't. We need a plan. Finesse.
Surprise. And shut up.
I love her so much. She is the best girl in this entire series. Zone transitions. When you take a zone transition, everything, if you walk back into the zone that you just left, will be in exactly the same state that you left it in. Which means that if you're being chased by a guard and run through the zone transition, and then decide to go back through it again, that guard's right on the other side if he was chasing you, and knows exactly where you are, and is still aggressive to you. Be careful if you decide just to run through them willy-nilly.
Whoa.
What do you want, Taffer?
Smoky above one. You head sick. Different, yes. Open cage. Open gravid cage. Gravid one return under. To Kershak.
I'm not sure if I should leave the AI detection
Gone. Why does this always happen to me?
at an extra point. We heard something talking to us when we walked into this alley. There is a strange creature locked in a cell in Stone Market proper who wishes to be freed. He has a map in his cell with him. I always feel a little bad about this guy. As you can see, or perhaps you can't quite see it,
I'm putting my foot down.
it's got a teeth-filled grin. and is a fish of some sort. It is a Kershak, if I recall correctly. We will discover more about them later. They play a part in one of the missions.
I don't know. Maybe we're not a good fit. For partners, I mean. I feel like you never listen to my ideas.
If we let him out, he's likely to be killed by the guards.
The map stays with me, as we'll need it for the planning stage of the heist.
What's there to know? There's a bunch of hammerite gold in there. We go in fast, come out rich. You with me or what?
He's drunk too, and he noticed me. This is probably a huge mistake, but I'm gonna try for those coins.
The look on her face.
Actually, no,
like she was
I'm
gonna
not.
spit up just from standing next to me. She ain't so high and mighty. We's exactly the same, except she's got fancy clothes and I don't. Bet she's even got the same warts on her knees as I got.
Aw, poor girl. Remember what I said about crystals and the sound they make? We can get a fire arrow from there every single day. I think that's Bertha's up the street. Yep. That must be a different shop. Anyway, I get the impression that the city is much larger than just the tiny areas we are exploring in, which would make sense why Garrett hasn't actually visited every single locale in it, or seen all the different shopkeepers or fences in the city.
Well, looky. You must be Garrett. Somehow, I expected somebody taller. Doesn't matter. I'm Black Market Bertha, glad to meet you. Perry said to expect you. Said you'd have an opal for me. I'm sure we can do business. I got the best stonecutters in the city waiting to cut it up, as a matter of fact.
All right, let's trade it with her.
Oh, this is a damn fine opal. One of a kind. I bet it came from one of those old noble houses. Am I right? Never mind. It ain't my business how you came to have it. Ooh, I almost forgot. Here. A gentleman left this letter for you. Don't you worry. I didn't read it. It ain't my business, is it? Oh, well, what have we here? Someone's been up all night burgling, am I right? Don't answer. Ain't none of my business how you come by your merchandise, is it? Oh, this is a fine take. You're some thief, Garrett.
I love the way she talks too. Garrett, we must speak with you. Terrace's courtyard, in Stone Market Plaza. Keeper Artemis.
Before we see the handwriting battle, they're really strong. No, I ain't chicken. My point is, this should be a finesse job, that's all.
We're not sneaking past that guard to go this way without him noticing us. With the difficulty increased now. We can see something glowing there in the weeds. It can't be a crystal. If it was a crystal, it wouldn't be sparking or sparkling. back here later, but I'd like to investigate what's around the corner. But maybe that is a mistake. We don't want the guard to see us. Let's see what's inside this shop.
Garrett, I can't believe it's you in my store. Let me know if you need help finding anything. I'm Marla. Marla Madison. Used to be a thief myself. Maybe you heard of me, or... but oh, you probably just want to shop. Someone told me your place is over in South Quarter, Garrett. Yeah, that's not too far from here. Maybe I can see it sometime, or...
Wow.
Oh, you're probably real busy and everything.
Alright, we'll buy a bunch of moss arrows, and she's selling a lock.
Someone told me your place is over in South Quarter, Garrett. Yeah, that's not too far from here. Maybe I can see it sometime, or... Oh, you're probably real busy and everything.
Take care, Marla. So, I said that I would purchase all locks the moment I saw them, if I had the money to do so. I think it's a good way to view Garrett as having living expenses that he has to make. $500 is probably going to be spent on food for the week. Seems a bit realistic for today's prices for food, too.
Not a bad-looking fella.
Nice. Thank you, girl. Alright, so Terrace's courtyard is not located in this area. And the gate to Old Quarter we saw is closed. The quarantine is stopping us from being able to access that area. Terrace's courtyard is back in the area we had just left, near what seems to be the gargoyle statue. Let's go in that direction. While we're in the hub, guards always recognize us, but people do not. But if we take out our weapon, they'll panic, and then most of the people will begin panicking inside the district.
Don't look too familiar.
I'm going to strategically leave a lot of these places unexplored, by the way. We'll hit different locations as the days go by, rather than visit every single place in the hub right now. Everyone, when we walk out here, the volume's going to get incredibly loud. Just a warning to you. I'm actually going to place a small cut here so I can separate this part of the video to make it easier for me to lower the volume. But just in case, be prepared to lower yours. Okay, let's try. Well, I thought it was right here.
I don't like being followed. Cryptic notes, secret meetings. Haven't you keepers outgrown this stuff yet?
It was not our intention to be cryptic.
What was your intention? Don't I have friends on the Keeper Council anymore?
More than you know. Garrett, may I speak?
Sure. Talk.
The Keeper Council has agreed to allow you access to the prophecies as they are read by our interpreter, Keeper Katika.
Well, that's Keeper talk for Something bad has happened and now we want your help. Right?
But there is something they require of you first.
Go on.
2 objects, one with the Hammerites, the other with the pagans. They are unusual. We wish to study them further. We need you to acquire them for us.
You mean steal them? Are you sure these are the only hoops your keeper friends need me to jump through before I'm allowed to hear the prophecies?
It's true that through this you will have proven that you are trustworthy. None of this is my choice.
I'll get you the trinkets. You just make sure your keeper buddies come through on their end of the bargain.
I will. Garrett? Garrett.
Oh, I forgot it teleports us. Garrett, these are the objects that you must acquire. The Chalice, a relic of the Hammerites. It is kept in St. Edgar's Church in Stone Market proper. The Jacknall's Paw, a possession of the pagans. They have constructed secret tunnels beneath the South Quarter well. We believe the paw to be there somewhere. Meet back in Terrace's courtyard in 2 nights. I have faith in your abilities, Keeper Artemis. Alright guys, let me put another cut here so I know where the audio ended. Okay, so we get a choice of which mission we want.
How goes?
You're a sight for sore eyes.
Of which mission we wish to do first. In the past, and this time too, I have always started with the pagans, and so we will do the same here as well. Interesting. Gargoyle, right? Must have been just the torches playing with it. The shadows made it look like it moved a bit there. I was a bit worrying where he stopped. That's us. I don't believe we've ever actually assaulted anyone in this game series so far. We're going to have to sneak past the thugs again.
Quiet night.
Evening.
The bug, in case you're wondering what these things are, is a rust bug, I believe. It will behoove us. What the heck? Someone died or something, and now there's panic. Or, hey, someone said who did that, and now has their sword drawn, so I don't want to take a peek and see what's happening. Let's go back over to South Quarter now. Maybe I'm going to lower the difficulty back to 1.5 so that we can get to everyone. Everyone is reacting to strange things, so I think I'll make that adjustment. Let's go back to South Quarter. Okay, I think we can probably sneak past this guy.
Nothing. And that's the way I like it.
By a advancing in this direction. We can't get around the corner, unfortunately.
Aha! I got you now! You're through. That's right. Run. See how much that'll help you.
I forgot how I use items.
Where do you think you're going? I can't see!
Okay, that could have gone a lot worse. There's a guard patrolling the street now too that we managed to miss. And everyone, we'll stop this episode here. And when we come back, we'll go ahead and start this mission. Hope you guys like this. Remember that when we are doing the missions, that we will not be speaking as much as I was here in order to preserve the atmosphere. But I hope to see you guys there anyway. Thanks for watching, everyone, and take care.